troopers loaded in. Look at this. State troopers blocking the press places to park. Great. Super. So what was going on in the previous video earlier is no good with the police, the bad cops out there taking people's stuff. And I don't know if you heard, but I drove up before I parked, before I started filming, and Officer Espinosa, which is a known bad cop, he's arrested me. He's threatened to arrest me multiple times. He got multiple complaints from people on the streets against him for bullying and abuse. He's really taking this anti-homeless thing really too far. A lot of those cops have. But Espinosa had there was a man laying on his bed. It's like 8:30 in the morning. Man laying on his bed. Espinosa had a corner of the bed in his hand and was picking it up to dump the guy, telling him he had to go or he's gonna arrest him or whatever they was saying. You know, the typical. I wasn't there listening, but I just tell you, it's typical. You're gonna be arrested. You're gonna this and that, and you're violating this and that. But they're violating the property rights laws, like I said earlier. Yeah, that's just not right. And that's your tax money and power, and it needs to be used responsibly. And that was not a responsible use of money and power. Anyhow, we're walking up to City Hall right now. There's a protest, and I saw 2 state trooper Suburbans and an APD officer on a bicycle across the street. So, like, there's cops present for people protesting for peace against an ongoing war. I mean, it's just like this. A couple hundred people were attacked, allegedly by Hamas. I'm going to say allegedly because there has been some doubt as to the official narratives. In Israel on October 7th of last year. Since then, Israel's been bombing the crap out of that country. They've been trying to defend themselves, but not very well, because the United States, BAE Systems, Raytheon, all those companies, General Dynamics, have been selling, stealth fighters, nuclear missiles, everything that we have has been sold to Israel. And it's, everyone's making money off war. That's what's going on. War makes money. Makes a bunch of people money. I'm going to come in on this side where the state troopers are, I think. Let's go this way. Ooh, it smells good out here. That's the barbecue over there. Oh, that smells good. I must be getting hungry. I had a piece scary today. Just to talk about food. A piece scary is an off-menu item at P. Terry's. It's 4, hamburger patties, bacon, 4 pieces of cheese, and it's like a Dagwood burger, basically. I don't think it had lettuce and tomato on it. It was Dagwood burger, and I had some mustard on it. They're Shield. They like to attack people. We'll be filing charges against them soon. What else? Yeah, because they attacked me here and threatened to attack my friend. But yeah, this is Austin City Limits. It's another way that they art wash Austin. They call it live music, but you gotta pay hundreds of dollars to get in here. And it's for the yuppies. But there's a bunch of Shield. There's APD there. So these are the clowns that think that they can touch you, do whatever to you. If you're walking down the sidewalk. Clowns. There's more people showing up. But here's your 2 state trooper vehicles here. And APD was sitting on a bicycle across the street over there. I've occupied this space. It's part of a protest in the past for the streets, for housing. I don't think we won that much ground. The people running the protest, I wasn't the one running it. People running it were clowns. We got down here the parking garage. But here's your state trooper, not legally parked. It's actually 3 now. So not legally parked. Truck is running. cops are over here. License plate 09222. The DPS don't believe in transparency. 09710 08942. What's your name and badge number?
Hey, how are you, sir? James McConaughey, 16339.
Thank you. You're not related to the... Right. Everyone asked you that, right?
That was wrong, yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one to spell. MCCONNAUGHAYISSIPPI. That's a long one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's have no arrests today, all right?
All right, take care.
So, they either work for us or we work for them. You have to figure out. It's a lot of what's going on with the police is psychological with the people. They've been playing psychological warfare. And we gotta exercise our rights. But these are the marshals. They're here to watch the protesters, keep them safe from trolls and the police. There's protest dogs. Oh, protest doggies.
Israeli occupation forces have displaced nearly everyone from Gaza
See
into
what's
this
going on
small
over here.
area. That's millions of people. There are 1.5 million people in tents tightly packed. And Israel firebombed these refugees with 2,000-ton bombs. 2,000-ton bombs on plastic tents. These Palestinians in Gaza have been subjected to hell on earth for the past 8 months.
Lawyers Guild is here.
Displaced,
Bear with me. There's
starved,
another protest dog.
arrested, raped, mutilated,
That's 3 protest
executed,
dogs.
and murdered. Why? Because Israel was ordered to stop bombing Rafah by the International Court of Justice in The Hague. And 2 of their war criminals have been called to heel like the dogs that they are. In what world is it normal to respond to being called to account for war crimes by committing more war crimes? In what world is it normal to burn civilians in tents with the excuse of, but Hamas? Okay,
They do that in
screamed
Austin, too.
40 beheaded babies. Screamed it. Based on unverified and unsubstantiated eyewitness reports by Zaka, an Israeli agency known for lying and spreading misinformation. It was debunked over and over and over. There was and is zero proof, and yet this manufactured consent was used for the last 8 months in attempts to justify what Israel has been gnawing at the bit to do for decades, since the Nakba of 1948, which is to annihilate the Palestinian people, ethnic cleansing, beheaded babies. We saw beheaded babies. We saw beheaded Palestinian babies.
Julian, I'll be filming this and then you're out.
To a bloody
So we've got some police across the street here. These state troopers are standing here too. Apparently they want to be interviewed. There's plenty of people live streaming the protest here, I'm sure, and filming, so the narrative will get out. Their voice will be heard on the interwebs. But oh boy, sorry, I'm gonna turn that down. But nobody wants to engage. Actually, they have a role not to engage the police for themselves. I'm separate, I do my own thing. I'll engage or not engage. It's a very fluid situation. We have 2 APE bicycle cops hiding. And it's not really sunny outside, they're just hiding. It's not even hot, a cold front came in today, a storm blew through. Right after the police stole people's belongings on the streets. Something smells bad over here, like a dead animal. Who we got going on over here? James Tavera? Is it Himes? Jaime? Like James in Spanish?
James Tavera?
Oh, okay. That's the first time I've seen that name.
Yeah, it's kind of long.
Smells bad over here. Like, yeah, that. Oh, there's another Hymus. They catch all rhyming today. Okay, cool. That trash can has something dead in it. It smells bad. No arrest today, right? Not gonna be infringing on any rights, right? I'm gonna go check with DPS. Y'all don't have to talk. You wanna come with me?
Next time.
Okay, okay. We can shake hands and like have, you know, a cuddle puddle, whatever. Y'all wanna drop some shrooms or acid or something? No? Okay, good. I don't think they have enough brain cells to do drugs. It's really, they should pass a law. If you're that stupid, you shouldn't do drugs. Because, I mean, it might make you a vegetable. Oh, someone's screaming at something. I heard somebody yelling off to the left there, towards the hiking bike. I fully support the police doing acid and mushrooms. Maybe it'd make them cooler, but not if you're stupid. If you're too stupid, I don't want you to be a vegetable. Yeah, then we'll have to pay for you. You'll be a ward of the state and we'll have to pay for you. We don't want that. Police get enough of our funding. All right, we can walk. Go over here and see what's up with these guys. State Trooper 08942 is LP on this one. So we've got 3 Suburbans, 3 officers, 1 cowboy hat, 1 ball cap, 1 black hair. So this is not a legal park job here. Not legal at all. These guys dipping here. No big deal. This is not a legal park job right here. Somebody's violating the law. Maybe needs a ticket. You know, law enforcement and whatever. So what do you dip? Skull? Copenhagen? Nothing? Just spitting. That's beautiful, man. It's very cool. I'm just gonna watch. I like watching. I'm a voyeur. I'm a voyeur.
Said you're a lawyer?
Are you a lawyer?
No. Said you're a lawyer?
I'm a voyeur. I like watching. Yeah, I like watching. This is like freedom porn right here. See how free we are. You know, it's like a measure. We call it some people call it an audit. I just call it the Constitution and just like policing the police.
Upholding your constitutional rights.
Yeah, you know, actually flexing my rights, our rights for the people, but like seeing where our money goes. You know, seeing what's going on with our power and our money, since it's we the people that are in control of you guys. We set the funding limits and all that. You know the DPS budget's like $10 billion a year, right? Some freaking so the city budget is $5 billion a year, and that's a lot. And that's not just the police; that's everything. Got to go in his comfort zone a little bit. Get his monster drink. He's yawning and stuff, spitting, yawning. The healthy choices. For when your meth and cocaine wear off, you can have some monsters that take the edge off. If you're law enforcement, because DPS is never held accountable. So there's a white supremacist far right extremist group, the 3%ers, and a DPS officer just got photographed with 3%er sticker, I think on his car or something. And the argument is that they shouldn't have any group affiliations outside of their job while they're on their job. we got McConaughey here, but I'd give you a bet that neither one of these other two are gonna ID themselves. But you know, it's all in the delivery sometimes, and timing. A lot of exhaust and heat coming out of the front here under the tire well from the engine because they're running their vehicles and creating greenhouse gases and pollution. But hey, it's your tax money. Police to police, y'all. Film the police. Cops lie, record everything. They should have an IQ for principles and ethics.
So like they make you run and you don't know. They make you do it again and you don't know. And then your third one, then after you finish your third one, then you go up to the sergeant at the door and you're like, hey, how do I do? And they're like 90, when they told me like 93, 95, 87. And I was like, so I was like, no. I bet it's fun. Oh, yeah. But like I said, that was my first time ever being 22. They kept telling me, because I was messing up my money to go to that. And now I need to try to see next door it's hard because it's a money. It's like, okay, these are long to like fun. So they turn it over to fun. Well, every time I go, I don't have to smoke like people. And I'm like, but for whatever reason, like mentally, I couldn't do it. I was like, there's no way. And then whenever I went out there, because I've been in there for a while, I was like, oh wow, like I do have a lot of space that you gotta do. So it helped me. And then now they're letting me take gear unit out there. So like I had to drive kids.
I like the cute little boy shoes. Aww. Cute little boy shoes. Like they're working in a restaurant or something. That would be a real job.
So you have to easy. He's the most senior in his area. He's the most senior even over his corporate. Like, you know, I was like,
The First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution of the United States of America. The First Amendment guarantees freedoms concerning religion, expression, assembly, and the right to petition. It forbids Congress from both promoting one religion over others and also restricting an individual's religious practices. It guarantees freedom of expression by prohibiting Congress from restricting the press or the rights of the individuals to speak freely. It also guarantees the right of citizens to assemble peaceably and to petition their government for redress of grievances. But anyways, here's how the First Amendment reads in English. Congress shall make no laws respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. You got any weed? You have to give it to me. Do you guys know the First Amendment?
Not verbatim.
I mean, I don't have it memorized. I should, by now I should. But like, do you know how many elements there are in there in the First Amendment? The protections? Is it one, just freedom of religion? Is that it? What if I told you there's 5 elements? Could you name them? I mean, I know McConaughey has a name, but I don't know the other 2 guys' names. Y'all could tell me if you want it, but you can ignore me. So the First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which was established from the 1776 and 1775, the pamphleteers, the ones that were saying the redcoats are coming, that's why we have the First Amendment.
He said you were asking for my name.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't think you were listening.
Brian Robinson.
Robinson.
ID number 15898.
Awesome, I just lost a bet. What's your name? Oh yeah, what's your number? 14839. How do you spell that last name? Torre. Okay, yeah. Yo, Torre of the bull. Oh no, not the bull. The bullfighter. No. So Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. I don't watch football.
Basketball.
I don't play ball. I don't play with anybody's balls. So Congress shall make no law. It's very homoerotic. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. So I'm listed in there, just to let you know. Or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. So that's the 5 items. So like basically law enforcement shouldn't be trying to suppress free speech, freedom of religion, freedom of the press, freedom to assemble, and freedom to protest for the government for redress of grievances. Those are the 5. Well, I mean, yeah. You have to know and comply, so you have to agree by policy, by the oath. Yeah. It's really only one run-on sentence, so I should have it memorized by now. But I don't. I've been busy with winning cases.
No worries, sir.
Yeah. Jaywalking, eh?
That could be scary.
I'm fighting a jaywalking ticket from DPS for filming.
And I've seen some really rough spots like auto ped crashes. Crazy.
But what if there's no cars around at all, no crosswalk? How is that jaywalking?
I would have to be in that scenario. I wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well,
I wish I would.
I think my main point is people are filming the police, they shouldn't get jaywalking tickets when DPS watches people jaywalk and doesn't give other people tickets. It's called selective enforcement. It's been ruled unconstitutional by, the Supreme Court.
You definitely should fight that then.
Oh, I'm winning. I've already got a lawsuit that's going to come out of it. People are just stupid. They think that, they underestimate the underdog. Like we the people. That's what y'all swore an oath to. That's what people fought. We just had Memorial Day. Veterans fought for our rights. That's what they fought to keep us free. And so people died for what I'm doing right now. People literally gave up their lives and bled out for what I'm doing right now. Yeah. To defend the United States for all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yeah, man. I don't be going
Yeah, actually, you want to know? Well, this Gomez dropping stuff.
Yeah, OP here, he identifies as brown. They're really close to that man. He doesn't know how close he got. So I got video of a state trooper on top of a guy in the alley. They arrested him on 6th Street when they were working with APD. And he's on top of his leg. He's got it behind his back, got him prone, and he's in handcuffs. And he's saying, "Get up or I'm gonna break your fucking leg." I got video of DPS officers pushing holding up my press badge like this, and they're shoving my press badge. I've been assaulted multiple times, arrested multiple times by DPS officers. I don't understand, like, what's going on with you guys in your oath.
You should share that thing.
I sued in federal court. Yeah, I did share.
If people aren't, upholding that thing, you should definitely.
I just don't think that anyone holds y'all accountable. I think you're one of the least accountable police agencies in the state with the most amount of white supremacists. I know you identify as Mexican or whatever. I already heard that story, but whatever.
My last name really is Gomez.
I hear you, Opie. It's cool. It's cool.
It's really Gomez.
So it really depends on how the government sees you.
I was born and raised in Corpus Christi, Texas.
Yeah.
My grandmother is literally from Mexico.
All right.
My grandfather is literally from Mexico.
Wow. And how'd you get red hair and freckles and treated like a white guy in society?
You ever heard of Canelo?
Who?
Canelo, the boxer?
No.
There's a lot of red hairs in Monterrey and stuff like that. That's where my family's from.
Okay.
Yeah, southern.
Interesting. Well, you don't fit the profile, and you're also in a uniform, so you're all white to me in a uniform. I mean, cops and Klan go hand in hand. It's actually our history. The FBI said that the ghost skins, white supremacists, have been infiltrating law enforcement for the last 50 years in the United States, especially in the South. And I wouldn't disagree with the Federal Bureau of Investigation, would you?
I don't work for them.
You don't work for DPS?
No, FBI.
Oh, right. Yeah. You wouldn't do that. You have to investigate yourself. Well, let's not have any arrests today. Remember the words that I said, those First Amendment. Y'all should memorize that so you can quote it back to me next time. There will be a quiz, all right? All right, we'll see you later.
Be safe. Have a good one.
I'm already having a good one.
Have a great day.
Safer away from you. Anyhow. So Hiram the narc just showed up. He says he's not a narc, but he's a narc.
In Raqqa, a massacre that took at least 50 martyrs so far and has injured hundreds while they were sheltering in tents. As always, the blood of these martyrs
go
are
up,
on his
actually.
hands.
Go up.
Biden's red line is a lie. We've come to see that.
They probably gonna have fun with that, joking around and all that now. They laugh at anything like that. The First Amendment, whatever. They think that shit's just funny. Don't forget the First Amendment. I'm already having a good one. I don't know how to tell them that. They know who I am. It's cool. I'm a little bit notorious and infamous and whatever. I'm not famous. I don't plan on being famous. Didn't plan on being infamous. I also didn't plan on police shooting my dog. I didn't think that was a thing. I didn't think they were shot dogs. Oh, did I learn.
Will be surrounding the White House. Tens of thousands of people dressed in red. These people will be letting Biden know, but let the world know, and letting Palestine know that we will be that red line.
Eye in the sky, y'all.
Yeah, just a reminder, don't involve yourself with hecklers. You can speak to them all day and they'll never listen.
Yeah,
Without morals.
exactly.
So this red line, this is going to be the people's red line. We're going to make sure that the U.S. empire and Israel stops this massacre in Gaza. Over the weekend, I had the great being able to be lucky enough to stand with thousands in Detroit for the People's Conference for Palestine. If you've not heard it yet, make sure to go to Breakthrough News, and it has most of the conference all filmed. Highly recommend watching it. But while I was there, we heard from community organizers. We heard from students, academics that were at FBA campus, labor leaders, and union members that have been striking and fighting. We heard from people applying direct disruption to empire through direct action, whether it's in military or weapons manufacturers or other places. But most importantly, we heard from Palestinians. We heard from Palestinians living under that brutal regime. And they were giving us their on-the-ground experience and continuing to show their bravery. And honestly, it was beautiful. It was so energizing, and I was so glad to do it. But most of all, it reminded me that we don't have to put up with this system. This system is tailor-made for the ruling class. We're not participants in this struggle. We're organizers. We're agitators. We need to get together and move together to build this movement. So this is just always a reminder that we're not out here to chant. We're not out here to listen to these speeches or the great poetry that we've heard. But we're here to sharpen our commitment to the movement. We're here building community and growing, and we'll continue growing. Because with every action, with every encampment, with every disruption, we are reminding ourselves of our own humanity. We are teaching people to be human, and we cannot stop. You cannot stop. So with that, we'll continue to be in the streets. We're going to be in the schools. We're going to be at politicians' houses. We're going to be at those weapon manufacturers. We're going to be at the White House until this genocide is stopped. There is only one solution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Who is the revolution? We are the revolution. Who is the revolution? We are the revolution. Thanks, y'all.
Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Hands off Rafah now! Hands off Rafah now! Hands off Rafah now! Hands off Rafah now! Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott. We will hear from Camille, an organizer with the Palestinian Youth Movement. Please welcome Camille.
Hello everyone, my name is Camille and I'm with the Palestinian Youth Movement. Over the last 2 days, we've witnessed multiple massacres against Palestinians sheltering in Rafah. Israel told these people who could not escape from Israeli destruction, that they were in a purported safe zone in Rafah. But we know there are no safe zones in Rafah. Nowhere is safe in Gaza, even though Palestinians have been told to evacuate to so-called safe zones, and Biden told the world that an attack on Rafah would be a red line. Their tents cannot protect them from 2,000-pound American-made bombs that incinerate men, women, and children on impact. Shame. The safe zone Palestinians were ordered to evacuate to was proven to be a lie, as the world watched that safe zone turn into a fiery inferno. Shame. Less than a month ago, we all stood right here expressing our horror and anger at the inhumanity of the occupation forces as they surrounded Rafah. We knew then that something like this was an inevitability if the U.S. and the West continued to materially, ideologically, and diplomatically support the Zionist entity. Rafah was supposed to be a red line, but that red line was incinerated, just like the bodies of Palestinian families. Last Friday, just 2 days before the massacre, the ICJ ordered Israel to immediately halt its offensive on Rafah. Since then, dozens of Palestinians have been massacred as Israeli tanks roll into central Rafah. Every single action the Zionist entity has taken since the ICJ ruling has been a direct violation of international law. But the haunting images of our martyrs remind us that the Zionist entity has committed atrocities like this for far longer than 8 months. In 1996, occupation forces bombarded a United Nations compound housing over 800 Lebanese refugees in South Lebanon, killing 106 people. Like today, they said it was a tragic mistake that they would investigate. But we know that that was no mistake, and the tent massacre of 2 days ago was no mistake either. Just like the lie of Biden's red line, their lies about mistakes are just distractions while they continue to carry out atrocities. Shame. This is what Zionism is. This is what the Zionist entity was built on, and this is what maintains it. Shame. But I urge you, do not let the occupation's rage and blind destruction distract you from the truth. The truth is, there are no bombs strong enough, no fires hot enough, no prisons brutal enough to destroy the will of the Palestinian people. We are not a people that can ever be destroyed. The occupation. Victory is not an abstract concept or an unknown future. Victory is on the horizon. Victory is what we are here to organize for. Lastly, I know we stand at the entrance to City Hall, but don't let that fool you into thinking that we're doing this to get the attention of City Council. This moment is for us, everyone here. As we well know, governments, city halls, and courts all lag behind the people when it comes to justice. We are here because we know our cause is right. We will continue to fight for justice until we create that justice. No one will do it for us. We bear witness to the Palestinian cause, and even if it's painful, we gather together so we may continue it until Palestine is free. Gaza, head held high. Palestine will never die. Gaza, head held high. Palestine will never die. Thank you.
Thank you so much again, Camille. And together, we will march again on a national level. If Biden refuses to even recognize his own red lines, we all across the country must be that red line. Remember the date, June 8th. Say it with me. June 8th. We will come together from across the country and surround the White House once again until Palestine is free. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. There is only one solution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada. Intifada, intifada. discipline. If there are hecklers or disruptors, do not engage. And follow the directions of our marshals in the yellow vest. If you have a yellow vest, please raise your hand. You will see them on the outskirts of us. Let's do this for Rafa, comrades. Hands off Rafa now! Hands off Rafa now! Hands off Rafa now! Hands off Rafa now! Let's get behind the banner and let's march! Head that way. Oh my gosh, Free, free Palestine! 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 Free, free Palestine!
Another puppy. That's what, 4 puppets.
Know who you can hide! We charge you with genocide! You can hide! Netanyahu, you can hide! We charge you with genocide! We charge you with genocide! Hey ho! Hey ho! The occupation has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The occupation has got to go! Hey hey! Ho ho! The occupation has got to go! Hey hey!
They're fist bumping the cops. You didn't see me doing that, right? You didn't see me fist bumping cops, right? Who's that clown? They say don't engage the cops, but I guess that doesn't mean you can't fist bump them. Come on, man. Authority worshiping's not a good sign. I mean, not a good look. They don't want to get hurt. I'm here filming cops, by the way. Going by Austin City Limits Live with their security staff that likes to shove people on the sidewalk.
Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
Taking the right.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
This just escalated fast. So the cops here to make sure everyone's safe or not? But to find out, we're either going to get a lot of cops dispatched or they're going to just let people walk down the street for an hour, 30 minutes, and then be done with it. What do you think's going to happen? So far, no sirens.
Free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine!
make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. The marshals are blocking the roads on both sides, handling their own traffic control. One of the chefs from Bob's Steakhouse taking some video. He's excited. Some more wait staff, customers. Take a little B-roll here. Two puppies in the front. Protest puppies. Lots of people getting video. Lots of people getting video. State office building here. W Hotel. There's a police helicopter right there. You see that? I don't see the drones deployed. I don't think APD was ready this time. That's the thing about having constant protests for months is wears the system down. Just circling up there. Ghetto bird circling. Got the walk here. APD's over there. They got that blocked off. There's another APD up there. There's a police helicopter. Where is it? Dang it. There it is. Ghetto bird! Alert! Ghetto bird! This guy's trolling. Out of tobacco shop. Halcyon used to be Ruta Maya. A lot of people. And the protest bus. About 100, 200 people. I don't know. I don't think the city's going to be able to block them. Arrest everybody. There's not enough room in the jail. So if you ever want to protest for anything, remember that. You got to have numbers to be safe. Save your numbers. APD's blocking traffic here. Unit 5508. Nothing this way. It's one way. We're at 5th Street in Colorado. There's a DPS, it looks like, also. So it's weird, the code switching. The code switching that the police say. That one day they're arresting you and threatening you with AR-15s and bats. The next day they're saying, hey, we're here to defend your rights. Just saying. It's called code switching. They do what their master tells them. Razor blade. Old school. So how is it burning helicopter fuel and having a helicopter pilots up there defending people's rights? How is that helping? Just trying to keep you safe. How is that keeping people safe? Some of these vehicles are running. So we got APD that way. This road is blocked. It's vehicular traffic. APD's there at, oh, what is that? That's SoCo. I think that's SoCo. Oh, there goes another one. I think we're going. There's another one. So APD was ready. There's DPS. There's a lot more cops out than we saw. They were all in hiding. They were staged somewhere close. They weren't dispatched. Because the police and the Fusion Center have unlimited resources to stalk organizers and protesters. So even without a permit, they know where you are. They know where you're going to be. Everywhere your cell phone is, everywhere you are on the internet, you're being tracked by NSA. And the Fusion Center gives the police access. Austin's the head of the Fusion Center for three or four states, I forget. I keep telling you guys that because there's spies among you. There are spies among you, government spies among you. Ooh, something smells good. Something over here smells good. There's some food. You don't have smell-o-vision. These areas are not available to the homeless. Marginalized American communities. Just FYI, bring it back domestically. Got a K9 unit, white APD, unmarked unit. Got another one, another marked unit right there. And there's more up ahead. DPS, it looks like it's up ahead. They could try to prosecute me for being in the street, but they blocked the street, so. They're turning. This is where we were the other day when there was that small protest right here in front of this building. Something to do with UT system building. Texas system building. Lots of universities. And Army U.S. Futures Command. Just to let you know. In case you didn't believe that there's spies among you, NSA as their spies. And the U.S. Army is working with UT. The University of Texas doesn't have very much ethics or principles. They work with warmongers. They fund warmongers. They were working with the Wuhan lab that supposedly released COVID, whatever. UT, University of Texas, they're shitty. No, I'm good for now.
Okay.
Good to see you. I don't feel like carrying a water. And they actually have two offices downtown, the U.S. Army Futures and UT. APD's got this blocked. Oh, we're on Colorado now. I guess we were on Lavaca or something earlier. cooling down, the sun's going down. It's Palestine, by the way, just for a correction. They're behind them. The police are behind the crowd. Pushing the crowd in a way with their vehicles. Got more DPS state troopers up here. Lots of photographers. Lots of people doing photography. Amateur and otherwise. DPS and APD working together again. Just like they said they weren't in the news. It was a lie. Oh, we're going this way, I guess. Some workers out looking from Royal Sonesta, whatever the heck that is, restaurant. They're outside Caroline's. There's an anti-homeless company. All these companies over here call the police on people that are poor. Mostly people of color. And the disabled. But it's cool. We're free. There's Hiram. I don't know what he's doing. APD bicycles, got about 8 or 10 of them up there. We're about to approach. They're about to move. They're not gonna. More units coming down that way. Go ahead. Go ahead. More units coming. More units. A lot more units coming down. And they're not here for traffic control. Trust me. They're here to make sure that nobody approaches major thoroughfares. This is the drummer guy. He's always out here. One of them. I think there's a couple. There's John Moonbelly. Moonbelly, I think it is. So, these cars are in the way. Traffic in here. The cops are blocking this traffic in here. Another protest puppy. Cars are racing towards here. PLV 7405. Is that a right winger? Almost hit that bicycle cop. Is that right? So that's what Daniel Perry did. He didn't like protesters. He didn't like black lives, so he ran his car right up here on 4th Street in the next block, South Congress and 4th. Then he pulled his weapon and killed a man. And Greg Abbott last week just pardoned the man after a guilty verdict from a jury. He overturned the jury verdict.
There is only one solution. Intifada revolution.
Blocking traffic.
One solution.
Police didn't do a very good job blocking traffic. There's all sorts of traffic stuck up in here. They get frustrated and they act out and they try to run people over. They feel like you can't infringe on their right to drive, but they forget that pedestrians have the right of way. You cannot hit pedestrians in Texas. It's a state law. It also makes sense. So spread out. There's two sets of protests, chants going on. Police here blocking traffic. Lots of traffic blockage. Cops are not to be trusted, trust me. Ellis seems a little agitated. APD seems a little agitated, by the way. This corporal seems agitated. So there's a bunch of bougie bistros up here where rich old people hang out. FBI had an office up in that building. I'm sorry, the DOJ. I met with them a couple different times. They didn't hold the police accountable. Actually, APD refused to implement their recommendations. Police surrounding this protest. Right now they're doing traffic control, but they could easily switch off. Easily. I'm actually amazed that they haven't arrested anybody. They threaten people to get out of the street.
Smash the chains, let them fall. Free our prisoners, free them all. Smash the chains and let them fall. Intifada, intifada. Long live intifada.
There's the corner star. Right here. A lot of yuppies in here. Police are doing something. They're gonna try to tell people where to go. You're free to go until we tell you not to. They're saying they gotta go to the right here, go west on 2nd Street. Up. Police in the front, police in the back. Ellis, McMorrow, Mathis, Glauser. Police are trying to block people, physically block people. And the police are successful. Good to see you. Playing music. Four police officers up here, plus a marked unit. Unmarked unit right here.
I'm taking left and right.
They're blocking them. They're blocking up the lights. Can't tell which way to go. Blocking with the police car. Trying to hit people with the police car. Stand off. Lots of bullying going on. All right. How free do you feel right now? They could totally be protesting Nazis or anything. Look at all the police. Look at all the police. This could be you and your issues. You could be fighting for female reproductive rights or whatever it is. And the police might retaliate against y'all. It's a violation of that First Amendment that I read to those officers. But as the crowd grows, the safety increases. The safety in numbers. bougie places. Bougie places. Scooters in the way. APD is all up in here. They're waving. APD coming out of, like cockroaches coming out of the woodwork, man, I tell you, everywhere. Another bougie place. APD's blocking this. They're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 police officers in a marked SUV to keep people from getting into this road, which is Cesar Chavez. It was renamed from First Street to Cesar Chavez to show solidarity with people of color, Mexican Americans. Some senior officer. Sorry, there's DPS again. So they're going the wrong way down the road. They're going to park illegally, all that. So who's the officer in charge there? Let's find out. It's that short one right there. Sergeant. That's Sergeant Stripes.
We can pull
Jordan, Sergeant Jordan, 5927. Still a helicopter overhead from ATD. You're going up by the parking lot. Good, go up by the parking lot. I'll see you over there. Careful now. Guy almost hit me. I don't know who that cop was. Let's go find out. What parking lot? I'm not up by no parking lot. See, who was it? Let's see. Ellis 6965. The one that tried to hit me. Or 6955. Trying to figure out which one of you clowns almost hit me. Yeah, don't hold yourselves accountable, so I'm sure you don't know. It's cool. Good night, dumb cops. Yeah, I don't suggest any of these cops do any acid. They might not be smart enough. Uncle Tomlin right there. Yeah, they don't care. They don't hold themselves accountable. They got a helicopter here. Protest is over, guys. The march at least is over. Goes DPS. So what is this about? They were here earlier. They didn't need this. 1429424 is the license plate. (1429424) tax exempt. Unit number 14089. I'm sorry. Unit number 9425.
Justice is our demand. Justice is our demand. No peace on stolen land. No peace on stolen land. Justice is our demand. Justice is our demand. No peace on stolen land. No peace.
Nice, huh? America.
No peace on stolen land. No peace on stolen land. No peace on stolen land. No peace on stolen land.
free do you feel now?
Over 40,000 dead.
How's that First Amendment working out and that oath of office for the law enforcement? They swear to uphold the law, the Constitution, and defend the people.
You will rise. Palestine will never die. Palestine will never die. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine is
Another APD officer sitting in the intersection there. Black SUV. Unmarked.
Palestine is over free.
Can't read the plates from here.
From the sea to the river.
You're more than welcome to try.
Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever.
So far, so good, no arrests, but there has been some bullying by the police and some intimidation. They're trying to have a chilling effect on the people here. And on you. If one set of people doesn't have their rights, then none of us have our rights insured. That's how this works. Ooh, it's humid. That little march got me going, got my blood going. Good thing I'm not here. I'm ether. I don't exist. Code switching. Code switching.
Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for being here with us, for watching, for being disciplined, and for staying with us. Everyone, get home safe. If you are interested in continuing the fight, continuing to be involved, you can talk to any of us in the
Guys from Three Rivers right there. That's the bar across the street, steakhouse, where they do a lot of cocaine apparently, according to their customers. Looking out into the window. So they swore an oath to defend the Constitution. If you violate your oath to uphold the law and the Constitution, then you are considered an oath breaker. And basically a treasonous, you've committed treason against the people. Just to let you know, you don't want to commit treason against the people. You can't actually be a police officer in some of these departments because you have to follow these unlawful orders, these illegal, unconstitutional orders. Launching a helicopter to watch what? Protesters walk down the street for 20 minutes. There's George Lobb, the lawyer. Still a lot of cops here. They have to have the marshals here to defend the crowd from the police. And Cup's getting his little munchies on. Aww, that's sweet. So the story is a two-part story. One part of the story is that people want to protest and get their message out for peace. Another part of the story is the police are not following the constitutional regulations as much as they should. They're intimidating, bullying people, and they're here as an opposing force to freedom and your free speech. And until they correct that, they become enemies of the people. And I don't know what to say about that, because you have to uphold the law. If you're in the government and you're not upholding the law, you're the enemy of the law. And the laws that protect the people are super important. They're more important than any of your other traffic laws. All the laws that these people uphold every day are less important than the Constitution. They're the city ordinances aren't real law. City codes, codified ordinance, that's not real law. What's real law is statutory law by the legislature, state legislature, federal legislatures, and the constitutional case law, the Constitution itself, the Bill of Rights, and further to the 14th Amendment, 13th Amendment. That's what's important. It's like most of the state troopers have gone off to wherever they go, wherever they hide out. Stormtroopers, we like to call them. I like to call them stormtroopers because they remind me of the battle of good and evil in Star Wars. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 officers standing right. Well, 10 officers standing and one inside the SUV. 11 officers right here doing nothing. And they're averaging $120,000, $130,000 a year. So look at the money. Look at where all your slave dollars go to. Look at all the slave masters posing on your dollars. And look at where they go. These cops retire comfortably. They live in nice houses. They have families and stuff. A lot of other people don't. Make that 12. You got this guy hiding out over here. Uncle Tomlin right there. Diversity it's just crowd control. It doesn't make us safer. Diversity in the police does not make us safer. So the police are surrounding the activist bikes where they have to go stand in the middle of them to unlock their bikes to intimidate people. They said they're going to a parking lot and they're not even near a parking lot. A couple parking spaces right there, but there's no parking lot. One of them's actually blocking a lane of traffic. The others have moved on from the traffic, but this one's still sitting there because he thinks he's in charge of something. It was an interesting day today, this protest. Each protest is a different scenario because the police make it that way. Yeah. Very interesting. I didn't know we were marching today, but I'm not organized with anybody. I'm independent. I get my information on the fly. Good, how are you? A lot of pictures. Yeah. Good work. We got 12 caught. We got a dirty dozen. Yeah. Just hanging out, talking about their quesadillas and shit, you know? It's cool. A lot of money being spent right here. Did you see the helicopter?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, APD had a helicopter. That's more money.
Ooh, fun.
Dropping those fossil fuels, making it hot in Austin.
Ooh, yeah. We're making their job interesting.
Yeah.
Giving them an excuse to take their toys out.
And there's been protests at this like eventually they can't sustain all of it, right? All the overtime, all the everything.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's just a whole racket. I mean, it's public prisons and stuff that are just as in on that shit as private prisons. It's all money. It's all keeping people's checks flowing.
Yeah.
I mean, all those fucking prison guard unions and shit.
The last protest, though, what was it, a march? And they were like another hour, and cops would have dropped. They were all blotchy and sweaty and stuff. They were standing in the sun. They couldn't have handled it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta wear him down. Oh, look, he's got a look. You see his handlebar with the piggy? Do you see the piggies on his handlebar? Oh my God, y'all. I gotta get some video of this. Got a little piggy. Piggy. Boink, 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 boink. I like it. I actually like that. See the pig on the handlebars?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that. I gotta get a picture, y'all. Hold on. 9385 is finally pulling in, stopping, blocking traffic, but we still got cops in the road with the bicycles. And that's not a good idea for them. I just don't think that they're that smart sometimes. I mean, an intelligent, caring, decent person like George Carlin said would not become a police officer. He said that, you know, if we want good cops, we're going to have to hire intelligent, decent police officers, and we're not doing that currently. So that's McLeish's bike. I've met him before. I think he's impressed me before. Most of these guys I don't have a lot of history with, but they know who I am. It's cool. So the protesters are pretty much done here. It's pretty much over. Cops are just milking the money. I mean, like I've said before, countless times, there's rapes, murders, police rapes and murders in Austin that's not being investigated. And they just have time to diddle their dangles right here. Dangle their diddles. They don't have time to investigate police that maybe ran over filmers like me and my friend with their SUV. They don't have time for that. To investigate Ruggiero. They don't have time to investigate Espinosa attacking people this morning, and Creasy and Espinosa, Creasy, Cummings, the other officers that were attacking street people and stealing their stuff, trying to dump them out of their bed first thing in the morning. They don't have time for that. Sergeant Jordan's over there in charge. I don't see any ranking officers. That doesn't mean they're not riding around in their command vehicles. Wow, they're just gonna stand around. They're just ridiculous. parking space. Illegally parked. He's checking his electronics. He's sticking halfway out on the road. Checking their electronics. Sitting on the roadway. The parking space is over here. He's over there. But hey, if you did that, they'd be all over you. I shall return in a minute, y'all. He was a pig and he started squeaking his little piggy. That's cute. He's a cute little piggy. Mistaken bacon. Mistaken bacon. So they harassed her the other day. Well, not these guys, different cops with APD. And so she's speaking out. There's a woman here, protester speaking out. Yeah, 11 it looks like. Take it easy. Don't forget your drum. Well, there was a drummer guy over there picking up the other drum. I don't know whose drum it is, though. Everything all right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah, ambulance? All right, cool. Yeah. Cops are about to take off.
Bye, Julian. I love you.
Circle up. I love you, too. Y'all all just... don't forget to quit your jobs. Find a good job.
Bye, Peggy.
Oink, oink. Don't hate this filmer, hate the game.
Don't beat up any homeless people on your way back to the pen.
Like you did this morning on South Congress.
Fucking bastards.
Hey, it's not okay to protest your government for redress of grievances. Yeah, totally. Oink, 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 said the bicycle cop. Oink, 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 oink. That was interesting. They're making fun of themselves, flipping the narrative, doing all that kind of stuff. Always playing the victim. Oh, we're underfunded. We don't have any resources. You got cops that just stand around, even after the protest, just standing around. Cops, police officers, law enforcement officers, peace officers. What do you want me to call them? LEOs? What do you want me to call people? What's it gonna be, y'all? What's it gonna be, y'all? What's it gotta be? There's Willie Nelson statue. The gentrifiers have totally taken this stuff over. Totally. Willie Nelson.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Good. Insecurity. Total insecurity. They should know me by now. There's EMS. Gotta stay hydrated here, you know? Gotta stay hydrated. There's another one. He wants to get lit. He wants to get lit up on the internet. He does. Tickets, hot and city limits live. There's their marquee right there. I don't recognize. Oh, Deadeye. I do recognize. Deadeye's been around. Deadeye used to play at, what was that place called? Oh, now I can't remember. On South First, that there was a heroin ring operating there out of the back room. What is it called? Man, why can't I remember that? Start with a T. It's been a few years. It's like a Spanish name, I think. So the main thing is that not just the Congress, but the government in general doesn't have the right to curtail your free speech and your right to freely assemble, your right to freely protest. These people are just going to walk through the light because that's what Austinites do. DPS never gives out jaywalking tickets unless you're filming, apparently. And so we're fighting that ticket, like the guy said, like the cop said, fight it. Yeah, we can go now. These guys will run right over you. What are you brightening me for? I'm nuts. Have a good night. So, here's where all the bougie, rich gentrifiers from California come. They come here and they think this is Austin. This is not Austin. This is Californication. People from all over the country moving into Austin, and then there's no place for anybody that's here already to live, driving the rent prices up, driving the mortgages up and the land prices, and driving the cost of food. The price of food has just doubled out here. It's some of the most expensive groceries in the nation, I'm told, from people that travel, and it's been like that for years. It just keeps hyperinflating. First it's really high, and then it's really high, then it's really high. And yeah, there's the well, some bar, restaurant stuff. Bougie, up and down the street, all these lights, wasting electricity for the bougie class. And these silly art exhibits that aren't even that great. Violet Crown, local foodie. I think we can go up here. The workers are exploited for low wages, and they can't afford to live here. They have to live out of town and commute a lot of times for like an hour or two every day, each way, depending on traffic, depending on where you're at. If you're in 35 or you're down in past Oak Hill Y, you're going to be stuck for hours. Something loud going on up there. I don't know what that was. There's the ballet that used to be what's it called? A theater. Austin City Music Hall, I think, like something like that. And I saw Cheech and Chong there. I missed Radon Chong, the opening act, but I saw Cheech and Chong, and it was pretty cool. Now it's this ballet thing, because nobody needs music when you can have bougie ballet. Not that there's anything wrong with ballet. It's just the trending. It's like an overwhelming trend of gentrification. It's not a single thing. You can't call it a single thing. Colonization, gentrification are equanimous. Is the word I'm going to use. They're the same, one and the same. Colonization's an ongoing thing. It hasn't ended. The civil rights era hasn't ended. Oppression is one of the greatest American cultures that we have to offer to the world, apparently. Centralization of power in banks, federalization of finances, and overtaxation. Look at this building. So I was arrested over here for protesting this gentrification right here. Cases were dropped. The case was dropped as part of a federal lawsuit. Well, it's part of the evidence on a federal lawsuit. It's going to be a separate federal lawsuit. Because the City of Austin and Austin Police Department have a policy and pattern of using filmers, not just me, but Jeff Zavala, Tim Litzinger. So many people have been beaten up, arrested. Tim's just had his whole life turned upside down. He's had the system go after him, his job, his kid, his house, his land, and they've taken it all. And they're still, Officer Speeds is still having hearings with the traffic permitting people to have him fired from being a pedicabber, from just being a licensed chauffeur that does bicycle taxi. That's what a pedicabber is. So, yeah. I was arrested right down the road here. Half a block down. For free speech. For what those people were doing, but by myself. Well, I had one other person with me. But my other friend wasn't arrested for doing the same things I was. It's okay. I did protest Ford Corporation at the same time. And the fact that Henry Ford had funded Mein Kampf, Hitler's book, given hundreds of thousands of dollars to start the war in Germany. So yeah, that's something to protest. This U.S. history.
How's doing?
Good, good. Everybody good out at the park today? Nobody's being oppressed.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Okay.
It's been nice today.
Yeah. Where's Raisin at?
What's that?
Raisin, the girl with the. She's like one of the organizers for Block by Block.
Maybe she works first shift.
Yeah.
Because this is like second shift. Yes.
I'm gonna go
How
talk.
was your day, sir?
Oh, good, good. I was just filming cops.
All right.
All right. Who's there? I can't see you. I can't see you. Do we know each other? Stay warm. I don't have a place for you to go, man. Have you tried using your caseworker and stuff, or going to Sunrise Church? Are you here on Sundays for the Republic Square Park?
That doesn't work.
That doesn't work?
No.
That's because there's nothing that's working. There's no place to go unless you're in the system. I can't just take you to a halfway house. I'm not a caseworker. I'm just a member of the press. I don't have a place for you to stay. But that's something you should tell your city council that you need a place. A letter?
Yeah.
A letter for what? So you really need to get... if you go downtown, you're downtown now. If you go down to Caritas tomorrow, or St. David's Trinity Center, get with case management and sign up for housing. Well, that's the only way you're going to get housing. The only other solutions that the city has is jail. That's the only other thing that the city has for you.
Well,
so you either work within the system or you're...
That doesn't work well either.
Yeah.
Because I want to take you
Yeah.
and do it.
No, you got to tell them not to, because they're bullies. They won't do what you tell them. You have to tell them the opposite of what you want them to do, in my experience. Yeah, well, good thing it's not a bad night. Tomorrow it might rain. Didn't rain today. And hopefully this guy, he's not bothering you. Is he the guy in the yellow shirt? Not bothering you, right? All right, man. Well, you take care. We'll see you later. I wish I had more solutions for you. The city has no solutions for people but jail. And that guy is drunk. But that's okay. That's okay for me too. There's lots of people drink in Austin. It's a drinking city. I just want to make sure that people are allowed to be free and that people are offered housing. But really the city's not planning on giving out housing. The city just does token housing just to make themselves look good. Just enough to make themselves look good. Downtown Austin Alliance has got millions of dollars of funding and they're not helping house people. They're just hanging out with their electronic devices. But they have threatened to arrest me too. And people tell me that they abuse them here. So that's why I ask. I'm here as a member of the press. I can't do social work. I can do some street work, do a little support sometimes, but I don't know where anybody can go. The newspaper just said all the shelters are full. That's what they said. They said that it was a Austin Statesman just had an article that there's a shortage of housing. David Gray said there's 2,000 more units coming in a couple of years. He lied. There's hundreds of thousands of units that are empty right now, but the city lies. There's no shortage of housing. There's no shortage of money for cops. There's no shortage of cops. Everything's just a big lie because when you work for the government, what you want to do is kingdom build. You want to get more and more budget every year. And that's what they do. They lie to get budget. It's exactly what they're doing. Anyways, y'all be safe. Namaste, y'all. Nobody got arrested. And pray for the people on the streets, and protest your government for redress of grievances on that too. It's not just about the war. Namaste, y'all be safe.